It's our Christmas episode, which means peace, joy, goodwill towards men, and absolutely none of that's happening on this show. Brett's out this week, but Raw vs. AEW debate is still very much alive. And because AEW's World End is this Saturday, we are breaking down the entire Pick The Push Royale card with everything on the line. And then we do the greatest interview in Pick The Push history. We sit down with the number one contender going one-on-one with our champion Japeth this weekend at World's End. That contender is me. It's Ian Fox, because it's Friday, December 26th. Like I said, I'm Ian Fox. We talk with Joe, and this is Pick the Push, the only wrestling podcast you can win. Let's go.
Pick the push. Call it sharp, call it clean. Pick the push. No half steps, no in between. Pick the push. No luck, no hush. Only legends survive when you pick the push.
It's the night before AEW, and all through the house, everyone was putting in their picks, and everyone's thinking, who's gonna win?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Just me and Joe for Raw vs. AEW this week, but I think it was going to be a landslide either way. I don't have anything good about saying Raw. One weird thing for Raw for me, though, is we knew Gunther was going to be a really big bad guy, right? After the whole Cena thing, he tapped out Cena.
Yeah.
I didn't realize another effect on it would be making CM Punk a better good guy if he's the one that's going to go up against Gunther. Like, they're going to cheer him more because Gunther is so booed.
With Gunther, he doesn't even have to say much. Like, in the 10 minutes that he was on screen this week, I think he spoke 32 words, is what the number was. He didn't have to say anything, and it doesn't matter who goes against him, they're going to get colossal babyface gas just going against Gunther, period, because he's just that much of a heel.
I really wasn't thinking of that big part of it, so all around, as much as I thought this was helping Gunther so much, I do think that in return it will help Raw overall, which is a good thing. Besides that, and just realizing that, I really didn't care for Raw. If Raw happened on Christmas Eve, I don't think I would sneak away and try and watch it like I did AEW today.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was really good.
Again,
It's mostly all wrestling, though. Like, story-wise, I mean, there wasn't nothing, but the matches were just really good, and that's what's going to get it overall for me to vote AEW this week.
The even story, I think, with AEW, this week they did a really good job because they have Takeshita, who he's clinched a semifinal spot, so no matter what, Takeshita is going to be in the semifinals for the tournament.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be Takeshita versus Okada, not the finals, like the semifinals.
I agree, and I think whoever it is going to probably lose to Pac.
No, it's going to be Fletcher versus Moxley.
You think?
That's what the Wikipedia says right now.
That's fair. I mean, we won't know until they release the shit for tomorrow, because they have a 2-hour collision tomorrow.
They do indeed, which was taped, and makes me think the Wikipedia page was already updated.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think you might be right, but just in case.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a theory at this point, but I think World's End is just going to generally be another good AEW card that people would be excited about and happy to talk about on Monday, and then just be disappointed by Raw.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Cycle continues.
I think the best part of Raw was the Javon Evans Rayo match, which isn't saying much because that was pretty short.
Anything with Javon Evans is amazing, though.
Yep, I was gonna say, and then Gunther's 10-minute heel masterclass.
Yep.
Was it for Raw, and then for AEW, God, there was a lot of good stuff. I liked Ricochet versus Bandito. I didn't think that I would like Pac versus Jungle Jack as much as I did.
I agree. I do not like Jungle Jack at all, but that was a really good match, and I actually cared about it.
Yep. They had the Brainbuster after a strong style exchange. That was really cool. They did the belly-to-belly release from the top. That was cool. Like,
I'm not a fan of the biting thing because Jack Perry keeps biting, but what happened made sense, and I liked it. It's just like the scrappier underdog. Like, he knows he's smaller, so he has to bite people, which should be a DQ, kind of. But with him trying to get out of that submission by Pac, made sense, and I liked it, and it was totally fine, and it was a really, really good match.
Yeah, same with Lyra slapping Bailey directly in front of the ref, and the ref not doing anything about it.
Yeah, that happened on Raw, right?
Uh-huh.
But what do we know? That's why we have a podcast to talk about that outrageousness.
Yep. Just if you're gonna have rules, follow them. The Orange Cassidy and Takeshita match was really, really good too, though.
Such a good way to start AEW. Like that was amazing.
And then maybe we get Darby versus Gabe Kidd at World's End.
Yeah, that one's on the Wikipedia right now.
That sounds about right.
And they added the other one too. Bang Bang Gang versus FTR.
Oh, well, yeah, is that like a Chicago street fight too? Because I think the rope breaks or whatever. They're like, no ropes, no whatever, and we'll be in Chicago. So.
Yep, you're 100% right. Chicago street fight.
Yep, that sounds about right. Which will actually be really good between those two teams.
Yes, it will.
Young Bucks might be injured. They're not wrestling to the end of the year, or until next year. They had a segment with Kenny being like, "Oh, sorry, we're not going to wrestle to the end of the year."
I guess that makes sense why they have less matches now, right? Because normally they have like 10 or 11, and right now they're only at 8.
Yeah.
So like normally I'd expect like Young Bucks match.
That's the thing is Kenny was like, I have some unfinished business to take care of. But so yeah, after saying all of that, because I still haven't given my answer, I do think it's going to be AEW.
Yeah.
AEW over Raw. They just had too much on the show that had just really good stories. They answered questions. Even if it's pre-taped, don't care. They did a good job.
I won't speak for Brett, but I do think that it was going to be a landslide this week. Like it was just like that lopsided.
I think I would love to hear Brett's opinion on the MJF segment.
Yeah, 100%. We'll definitely talk to him about that eventually.
Yee.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Today I'm joined by some of my best friends, Jared and Joey. Guys, do you want to say hi?
What's up?
Dude, I think it's absolutely a shame that you're making me compete this weekend with my illness.
Yeah, everybody knows Jared here.
This is more scripted than the Patriots games,
That's
man.
crazy.
I'm being screwed. I'm like Drake May. I'm being screwed.
Are you calling Ian the NFL refs? Is that what you're calling Ian?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He made me defend my title one time with a torn ACL.
You can pick picks with a torn ACL.
That is true.
Somebody tell that to Tatum.
Requires your thumbs.
Maybe we'll get Mahomes. Mahomes isn't doing anything. Maybe he'll pick the push.
Maybe he'll pick the push. Or Gardner Minshew. He ain't doing nothing either. So
yeah. Oh no, that's so bad for them. That's so fucking funny though. Like besides the injury thing, injuries are bad, but that's still so fucking funny.
It's so fucked up too.
So this weekend is AEW's World End. We are gonna do a Pick the Push Royale for it. I'm the number 1 contender going up against our champion Japeth. 1-on-1, the winner will be the champion by the end of it. So we're gonna go over the card and the questions, and just to help anybody that's listening have somewhat of an advantage, because I should be the champ by the end of this. So if you listen to me, maybe you'll be the number 1 contender. All right.
I should be the number 1 contender.
We'll see. We'll see about that. Maybe you will be.
if it's me, you gotta tell me.
No, I'm telling you right now, it's me. So we start the card normally. We just have the match orders, and there is 8 matches as of right now. We will update that as we go. That's something we're already used to. It's 1 point each. Moving on to the first match, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the AEW World Championship. First question is just who wins. I think that's pretty straightforward. Who takes the loss?
Fair.
I think that's pretty good. The winner is 15 points. Takes the loss is 5 points. I think all the extra questions are 5 points for each match. And then how will this match end? I guess I'll get rid of disqualification.
Yeah, you gotta count out. You can't end a match and count out for a Fatal 4-Way.
Is there no count out?
Yeah, it's no count out, no DQ.
I might switch that question, just thinking out loud about it right now. But
yeah,
I like it because it's a championship match. But yeah, Fatal 4-Way makes it weird. Next, we technically have 3 matches, but I lumped this into as 1. So as of right now, the winner of the Blue League versus the Gold League runner-up is Takeshita versus Okada, just straight up, which I thought would have been the finals.
Yeah, I thought 100% that's going to be finals, too.
Yeah.
that match is gonna cook.
Oh, that match is going to be amazing. But then the next match right now, Gold Leader versus Blue League runner-up, is Kyle Fletcher versus John Moxley.
That match was awesome.
Okada Mox in the finals.
That would be
Yeah.
dope.
That's right, it's turn on Mox.
Yep.
You think it happens? It makes sense for World End, especially if Mox loses. I like it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. But that goes into the next question. So you just have to come up with the winner of those two matches, and then the winner of those two matches face each other later. So the next question is, who is the winner of that match? So literally just the champion. That one's worth 10. The other two are worth 5.
Okay.
Fair.
That's fair.
And then the final match on the card is the Babes of Wrath putting up their AEW Women's World Tag Team titles against Mercedes Moné and Athena.
Really? You gonna toss that one on the card?
That one's going on there.
Is there any other match that could replace that one?
For tag team, I could do FTR versus the Bang Bang Gang, but then there's no women's representation. The only other women's match is Hayter versus Chris Statlander. I thought it was cooler to add a tag match.
Yeah, no, it'd be better to add the tag match. The reason I say that is it's their first title defense. They're not losing it.
Right, but who's getting pinned? Probably maybe Athena, and who's going to get the win and who's going to take the loss, because that's going to be 10 points right there from those two questions.
Well, Harley's taking the win, and then
Athena?
yeah, it might even be Monet because she's on that looting streak.
Maybe. See? Well, that matters now at this point.
I feel like that's the only one the only part that might be interesting is who takes the loss for that one.
I could see Willow still getting the win too. I would prefer it to be Harley Cameron, and I'm probably going to pick Harley.
No, that makes sense. I was just curious if there was another match or whatever that we could replace that one with.
That one's obvious. I see what you mean. Like that one, there's a very clear winner that you would pick.
Yep. Like it's like this team is winning for sure.
That means if you're listening, pick Babes of Wrath. And then the event questions will have just number of title matches. I believe there's technically 4 if you include the Continental Classic crowning a champion. I'm not going to include that. So we have 0, 1, 2, and then 3+.
But if it's not Okada, it would be a title change. I think he is still technically the current Continental Champion. That would be my argument. If it's not Okada, that would be a title change.
Is the belt just a representation that you don't defend, that you just win, like a King of the Ring, but is a belt?
Sorta. It's kind of like putting your belt on the line in a fatal 4-way, except this time you're putting it on the line in a tournament, being like, I'm such a good wrestler, I'm going to win my own tournament.
I mean, you're absolutely right that he is listed as the Continental Champion.
So where do we stand on anyone but Okada wins the Continental Championship, though?
Oh, for title changes?
Yeah, because he is listed as the current champion. He never lost it yet.
Right.
He's just not parading around with it because it's part of how he defends it. Because he did this last year and also won.
Did he do a tournament for it? That's so crazy.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I'm going to do? Title changes. And then I am going to do 4+, because that would be 5.
That's fair.
Yep. And I took out the thing about the Continental Classic, because that is a fair point that he is currently the champion and his championship's just on the line in a tournament, which is just something that's unusual.
No, it's like I said, it's unusual, but this is what he's done.
No, you bring up a very, very good point, and I like it, and I think it was very needed.
Yep. It's weird, but that's like the second time he's done it. So
nope, I like it. I think that's exactly how it should be done. Next is just announce tables 0, 1, 2+, if they somehow set up another one, because who knows? But just 5 points.
I noticed that AEW doesn't really do like announce table spots. I've noticed that half the time.
Yeah, I really haven't. Especially what they did, like Blood and Guts, and I think there was one before that where they had like that cage death match, and there was just nothing. As far as announce tables broken, there was a lot of things that happened in those matches.
Yeah.
Next up is just ref bumps. Over under half a ref bump, 1 ref bump, points.
That's a classic pick the push question.
That is a classic. Yeah.
Will we see a return or debut? Same thing. That's a pretty staple question. That was 4 points. And then one of my favorites that I've been doing is number of matches with blood, because I feel like that almost applies to. It worked really well with WWE with Survivor Series, but it probably won't work more there.
It applies a lot with John Moxley matches. Moxley bleeds a lot.
Yeah, especially that one. But I have it as 0, 1, and 2+. But that was when there was only 6 matches. Right now there's 8 matches. I think I might just add a 3+ and like get rid of the plus on the 2.
I think eight's pretty low for an AEW pay-per-view. They normally have more than 8.
I'm sure there'll be stuff announced on Collision tomorrow.
Probably, yeah, they'll
Probably.
Yeah.
Is that still pre-taped?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I can't remember what it was. It's the Bang Bang Gang versus.
Oh, with FTR. Yeah, that's on there.
Oh, okay.
So this should be updated at least.
Yeah, Darby Gabe Kid's
Yep.
on there too. Yeah.
Because there was only 6, but they did add those 2.
Bro, Darby comes back from injury, gets kicked down a flight of stairs. Crazy.
And they're probably going to do Mark Briscoe, Daniel Garcia again. I would say based off based off something that happened at Collision.
Fair enough. All right, that makes a lot of sense. So that's something that I'll keep my eye out. At the point when this is released, we'll know by then, so I'll have this updated.
But World's End looks stacked, as per usual with AEW.
Yeah, it's just a good way to cap off the end of the year.
We're getting Takeshita and Okada, not even in the finals. That's crazy.
You think they did that just because everybody expected that to be the finals?
I think so. Yeah.
See, I think there's a bigger picture thing happening.
The Death Riders.
Yeah, I do think Okada Takeshita might be it's a match of the night for sure.
That's going to be a great match. But do you think they set up the tournament in itself just to set up the Death Riders fucking up Moxley?
Yeah,
I think so. I
think Moxley loses and they turn on him. Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
and then Moxley goes for revenge on the Death Riders.
And I think the Don Callis family turn up to Takeshita as well.
Oh, they stay with Okada?
Yeah,
That'd be dope. Either way, I'm very excited for it.
That's about it. Love AEW. WWE not so much.
Anything Christmassy? It's going to be a Christmas episode.
we wish you a Merry Christmas.
I hate Christmas.
That's crazy, but exactly what I'd expect Jared to say.
He's a Scrooge. You got to forgive him.
Well, I have a fucking meniscus right now, and I'm being forced to be on this podcast.
I did kind of twist your arm to be here, but thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. For sure.
Yeah,
Anytime.
Man. Anytime. Yeah, anytime, bro. You already know.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
On Pick the Push, tradition matters, and before every Royale, we interview the number 1 contender. And this time around, I am delighted to inform everyone that it's me. So please welcome the number 1 contender for the Pick the Push Championship at AEW's World End, Ian Fox. Thank you so much, Ian. Big moment for the brand. Historic, really. So, Ian, you've scored the highest single event score in the Pick the Push history. Be honest. Did you see it coming? I didn't see it coming. I expected it. When you break down the tape, the spreadsheets, the vibes, it was inevitable. Some people are saying you only became number 1 contender because, you're the host of the show. And some people say AEW is predictable, and those people came in 14th place. You've talked a lot about preparation. What separates you from the rest of the field? Well, Ian, it's pretty easy. Discipline. I don't guess. I don't panic pick. I don't let my heart override my brain, except when it works. You're implying other players pick emotionally? Yeah, and the players that do always are the ones that typed in rigged in the Discord. Let's address the obvious. You're interviewing yourself right now. Did anyone try and stop this? Well, Ian, I really didn't tell anybody because it's my show and I can do whatever I want. So we're going to keep talking to me. Is this the most self-indulgent thing you've ever done? Top 3. And the other 2 also involved me. So you're stepping in the ring with the champion Japeth at World's End on Saturday. What's your honest assessment? Japeth is a monster. 2 events, 2 dominant performances. They don't flinch. They don't miss. Which means when I beat them, it means something. Do you think Japeth might have any weaknesses? Their biggest weakness is that they haven't faced me one-on-one. See, this is my moment to finally get into the spot I've been talking about, to finally climb that mountain and look over everything and finally understand that everything the light touches is mine. Are you changing your approach heading into World's End? Yes. I'm picking faster, I'm trusting my instincts, and I'm not checking Discord until after the first match starts. That's growth. That is growth. That's survival. Do you have a direct message to the entire Pick the Push verse? You don't have to like me. You don't have to root for me. But after this weekend, if you want to become champion, you will have to beat me. And historically, most haven't. There's a reason why I've always been hanging around the top, And this weekend, I proved that I can make it. I mean, let's play devil's advocate. If you lose at World's End, what happens? Who told you to ask me that? You did, Ian. Shut the fuck up, Ian. All right, well, what does winning Pick the Push Championship mean to you? It means the guy who created the game proved he wasn't just talking. It means the spreadsheets were right, the process works, and the belt comes home. All right, well, do you have any final thoughts heading into AEW's World End? World End isn't just another Royale. It's pressure, it's pride, it's everyone trying to stop me, and I love that. Ian, well, best of luck to you at World's End. Thank you, Ian, and thank you to everyone who unknowingly helped me create and test this system, because without them, maybe I wouldn't be champion after this weekend.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
That's going to do it for this week's episode. From all of us at Pick the Push, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We hope everyone is having a great time. But if you want to treat yourself this holiday season, the Pick the Push Royale for AEW's World End is open right after SmackDown. Head to the link in our bio, lock in your picks before the show starts on Saturday, and see if you can beat us. Because it's me versus our champion Japeth one-on-one, and when the dust settles, there's a very real chance Christmas comes late and we're crowning a brand new champion. We'll be back next week with all the fallout from World's End and the leaderboard shakeups and the chaos that follows. So enjoy the holidays, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you next week on Pick the Push. Peace.
Pick the push. Call it sharp, call it clean. Pick the push. No half steps, no in between. Pick the push. No luck, no hush. Only legends survive when you pick the push. Boards light, hearts race, crowd reacts. Every pick swings, no room for slacks. Bluff fails quick, mistakes break fast. Every choice lands, nothing's left to chance. Climb the ranks, feel the surge, hit it hard, no room to purge. Eyes locked, focus tight, every swing counts in the fight. Predicted the twist, caught us all flat. No way you had that. Pick it right, own the night. Pick it wrong, still stand your fight. Every call cracks, every swing crushed. Step in the ring, pick the push. Push, push. Pick the push. Call the plays on the night. Push. Make it land, hold it tight. Push. No slack, no hush. Only legends survive when you pick the push. When you pick the push. When you pick the push. When you pick the push.
If you're still listening, thank you, but it's time to find something else to do because this episode's over now. We'll see you next year.